In example 3, we're looking at a punt, pass, and kick contest, and a quarterback throws the ball down the field to a receiver, and we're given that it travels 120 feet in 2 seconds and 240 feet in 4 seconds. We are given that the relationship is linear, and we're asked to write the equation in point-slope form, and the distance is y, the x is seconds, and then we're asked to write it in slope-intercept form. So we're given 2 points here. Again, x equals seconds, so that's our input. Y equals distance in feet, that's our output. And so our 2 points are 2, 120, and 4, 240. So the first thing we need to do is find our slope. So our slope, 240 minus 120 over 4 minus 2, that equals 120 over 2, which equals 60, and that's y over x, so it's feet per second. We're not asked to necessarily show that, but it's nice to know what we're interpreting. So point-slope form, we can use y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And that's why we needed to solve for the slope, because we need the slope for point-slope form. So we can use either point. We'll start with the 240. So y minus 240 equals 60 times x minus the corresponding x point is 4. And then if we use the other point, 120, we get y minus 120 equals 60, same slope, times x minus 2. So either one of these is a valid equation in point-slope form for the scenario. Now for slope-intercept, we can use either one of these points, or either one of these equations rather, to simplify for y. And I'll show both ways. So y minus 240 equals 60 times x minus 4. Distribute the 60, so y minus 240 equals 60x minus 60 times 4 is 240. Add 240 to both sides and we get y equals 60x. Now using the other equation, y minus 120 equals 60 times x minus 2. Distribute the 60, y minus 120 equals 60x minus 120. Add 120 to both sides, and thankfully we get the same equation, y equals 60x. Which makes sense because at 0 seconds, the ball will have traveled 0 feet. And we get the same equation using either of the point-slope forms of the equation that we used originally, which verifies that our point-slope equations are most likely correct. Again, if you have any questions about anything, please message your instructor. We are here to help. Just try to be as specific as possible so we can be as helpful as possible.